Welcome back to Beer, Wine, and Shine. My mini kegs finally come in. Yay! So this one's a 2.5 gallon. This one is a 1.5 gallon. This one I've actually had for a little while. It's just a 1 gallon. This one has the 1 gallon has the same top on it. I don't know if you can see that. Has the same top on it as the big, like 16 gallon kegs that you get when you're, throwing a kegger. These ones, I don't know if you can see it. Wish I had one of those remotes. I need to get one. Maybe, I don't know if this camera will work with it. So I can zoom, But they have the 2 taps and the centerpiece just like it's a ball lock is what it is. It's a ball lock. Okay? Just like the 5 gallon keg, corny kegs. This one's called Torpedo. I do believe that they're supposed to be the slim version. They've got a fat version and a slim version. And I ordered the slim versions because the slim versions are supposed to be the same diameter as the 5 gallon corny kegs. So they're just slightly taller because they're a little less big in diameter. And the reason I wanted to do that was because that's what will fit in my kegerator. The bigger ones wouldn't fit. And I can actually put this 1.5 gallon on the top shelf above my compressor on my kegerator, and so I can have 2 1.5 gallons back there and 2 5 gallons in front. I have to measure again because I think I may even be able to put the 2.5 gallon up back there. I have to measure again. I know I can at least do this one. I might be able to do this one. Also, these kegs here stack on top of each other, and they will stack on top of each other with the standard ball lock connections. So I can put these 2 on top of each other inside my kegerator and have more types of beer in a standard kegerator that would only hold 2 5 gallon kegs. I can put probably a total of one of these, so 2 of these, and 2 more of these at least. That's 6 different types of beer or wine that I can put in my kegerator. Now these ones I am going to be using for wines, so that way I can have a sweet carbonated wine. So that's why I got these. You can do small batch beers, you can do ciders, you can do wines in them. Now, so here's the standard ball lock fitting. They go right on there, okay? And I do believe they've also got the, ooh, these got pressure in them. Okay, now that I got this decompressed, it's just got the standard oval. I mean, it's just like a normal keg, okay? And it's also got a tube down the bottom, just like a standard keg, okay? It's just smaller. This one, however, like I mentioned before, it has the just a single opening in there, just like your 16 gallon half barrels do. Okay, so now when you buy this, you get it with all this other stuff, because this other stuff is what goes on top. It's this thing. It's just like a regular, a regular half barrel thing, a topper. It's got a pressure release valve, okay, and you'd want to use some keg grease. I'm not going to tighten this down. So that goes on top, and that's what it looks like, if you can see that. Okay, can you see that? Okay, then it comes with, just the standard POS tap. It's a rear sealing tap, not the forward sealing tap. I'm not going to use it. Little black handle and a tap wrench. Okay. Then it comes with a regulator. Okay, a regulator with a couple different fittings on. So this is a regulator. It's just a little one. Now this regulator goes. Oh, hey, that's what that's for. Yeah. So it has a little adapter that's got to go on this, and then this goes on here like this. Okay, and I'm not going to tighten this down or anything. That's basically how it would look. And then on this side, you could put a forward sealing cap on it. I mean, forward sealing. Valve on there, a spout, or tap on there if you wanted to. That's how it goes, okay? Then, separately, you have to purchase CO2 cartridges. Okay? Now, bear with me. This is kind of long, but that's just because I'm explaining this. I have another setup, so bear with me. Don't give up on me yet. Now, okay? Now this goes in here like this. I'm not going to puncture this, but that's basically how it goes. Okay? You would fill this with cider or wine or whatever. Then you would put all this together. You would puncture the CO2 and put it in your refrigerator. You know that if this is cold and your cider or your beer or wine is cold, it's going to accept the CO2 better. This will carbonate it. Now, it's my understanding that no matter what size of keg you have, it takes one CO2 cartridge will carbonate about a gallon, at most a gallon and a half of beer or wine to carbonation level. And then you would have to take this out and put another cartridge in there to serve. And basically, when you pull on the handle to serve, this is just pushing it through. Okay, but it will carbonate it. You're just gonna go through about 2 of these for every gallon and a half, is my understanding on that. Okay. Now for the fun part. Now, you can't take this apart. You can't take this off. These ones here, you can carbonate them and take the caps off, take this over to your buddy's house, put a picnic tap on there, and you're good to go. Okay, that's kind of the next part of this video. So don't give up on me. Now here, you can't take this off. Once this assembly is there, it's there. It's going to take up all that space in your refrigerator or your kegerator or wherever you want to store this. If you want to take this over to your buddy's house, you're going to have to be careful not to just throw it in the trunk and let it roll around, because if this breaks off, you're going to have a big old mess in the back seat of your car or wherever. Okay? There's a risk there. Okay? and it takes up more space. So that's not ideal. However, let me get all this taken off. I'll show you what else I bought. Okay, now this thing comes with all that stuff I just showed you. I don't remember how much I paid for it, like 150 bucks or 120 bucks. No, I didn't pay 150. I think it was like, I don't remember, $100, give or take. Okay, now I bought this other stuff. I don't remember how much I paid for this other stuff actually. I didn't really care. I just bought it because I wanted it, because that's how I roll. Check that out. Now this is the same exact thing. It goes right on top of here. Now, however, with the other system that I just showed you, it comes with a tube. I forgot to show that. Probably because it wasn't in the box. But it comes with this tube. Now this thing is significantly long. I think it's actually probably for a 5 gallon even. But what you would do is you would put this on the end of here, like so, and then you would measure down how far to reach the very bottom and then cut it. So it's a hose instead of a solid stainless steel tube. Okay, that's what the hose is for. Okay, the other kit that I bought comes with it too. It also comes with a bunch of gaskets, O-ring gaskets, like a complete new kit for everything that's on here. It comes with all the gaskets already on here, but you get another set. I just thought that was cool enough to mention. It's got the standard, you know, pressure release valve. That's pretty hard. So it screws down right on top of there just like that. Bam. Now guess what that is? That's ball lock, buddy. So now, because I have a keg and a kegerator, and I have a big bottle of CO2 that I use to keg my and carbonate my 5 gallon corny kegs, I now can use that on here. Now I still can't take this off, but you've got your standard ball lock fittings, right? They go on there. So after it's carbonated, bam, you grab this, you take it over to your buddy's house. The only thing you got to worry about is this top piece, but it's pretty thick and it's got thick threads, and you know, that's a lot safer. Okay, a lot safer. And you can use your big bottle of CO2. Okay. I also bought another regulator. Not 100% sure if I actually needed to buy this, because I'm not sure what the difference is between the two. There isn't one. But hey, I got 2 of them now. Because that right there will fit. So, that's good to know though, okay? So if you buy this, you don't have to buy this extra regulator. I think I bought it because it showed this regulator come with this tap, and I knew that it would work because it come together. Now that I know that these 2 regulators, the one that comes with this keg and the one I bought, is the exact same regulator, and the adapter piece that goes on top of the original, any standard picnic tap that you already have, or can go to your local beer store, will fit it. Okay? That's good to know. That's good to know. Well, that's why I do these videos, you know, to to show you. I learn as I go. Okay? I learned I wasted a little bit of money. That's cool. I don't care. It makes for a video. Okay. So, how this works is you put your standard picnic tap right there on that little adapter that comes in the box, right? Okay. The regular goes on top of the picnic tap. Look at that. Look at that. Now, you take your CO2 cartridge, right? You put it in there. I gotta be careful. I don't want to puncture it, okay? And it goes I don't have none of this lubed, and I don't know if that's the right one. Okay, it goes on there just like that. Okay, so now what you can do is you can put this on there. You can carbonate it in your kegerator with your large CO2 tank. You can serve it right there off your kegerator tap. Or after it's carbonated, you could take this over to your buddies, bring this with you. It's already carbonated. You hook this up just like that, and you're only using this CO2 cartridge to push it through and serve it. Okay? If you have this CO2, if there's CO2 left in here, like if it doesn't take the whole thing, all you gotta do is disconnect it here and just be careful with it. Turn the valve to shut your pressure off. Put this in your box with bubble wrap or whatever. Be careful with it so you don't bust the CO2 tank off and put somebody's eye out, unless you don't like that person, and then, you know, that's how it goes. Okay, so that's cool, right? I think that's cool. Here's the next thing. It's ball lock. Now you can do your 1.5 gallon. You could do your 2.5 gallon. You could probably, if you know that you need probably this whole box, probably even bring this thing and take your 5-gallon keg over. Now that's getting to be a little bit ridiculous because these things aren't exactly cheap. By the way, these are CO2 cartridges, but they are food grade CO2 cartridges. It's not the same thing you go when you shoot your buddy in the butt with paintball. Okay? That's not the same thing. It's food grade CO2. Voila, right there. Carbonated with your big CO2 tank, pushed out with the red little one. You could put a picnic tap on the other side of that. You could put a regular tap on there if you want to. Sky's the limit. So, you know, I just think these are, especially with this little kit thing, with this kit. With this one, you don't need anything else. You literally don't need anything else except for, if you don't have this and you just have this, you will have to buy the regulator. Okay? You will have to buy the regulator. If you bought this, it comes with the regulator. This does not come with the regulator because this is not intended for this. But you can use this on this. Cool? Cool. Okay. I hope that didn't bore everybody to death, and I'm excited about it. I can't wait to get these things filled and start drinking something. I know just what I'm going to put in it too. I got my cider sitting there still just waiting to be carbonated, waiting to be kegged. That's what's going in here, is my cider. I'm excited about that. So, that's all I got for this one. See you next time on Beer, Wine, and Shine. That's my grandfather. It's done. Cleaning. I can see it on the camera before I sit down. Then when I sit down, I'm behind it. I'm going to try to move it over here so the white's behind it. And it's tight. It's brand spankings, yo. Now, I can take 2 of these over to my buddies. Now all I gotta do is find a buddy. Because I don't have no friends. I keep saying, you can take this over to your buddy's house. Motherfucker, you ain't got no friends. Nobody like you.